So today is August 28th, 2025. I'm going to be replacing my pool filter top. And this pool filter is a Pentair Clean RP or CCP 150 for and then the model number for the top is 16355. It has a pressure gauge, which I'm going to reuse, and a relief valve, and we'll get to that in a second. This unit has the inlet at the middle. This had a crack. I've had this about 7 years, and there's a crack that you can barely see. Just believe me. It was sprinkling out all over the deck here. So I went online, I found on Amazon for about 80 bucks this top, which is model number 178561. That's the replacement for the top. So I'm hoping it fits, and we may find out if it does or doesn't. So just to take this top off, you have to unlock this. For this model, you just press here at the bottom. There's one on the other side, and then turn this locking piece off, and then just scoot it up. And then the top, make sure you open up the relief valve to let the vacuum out, and then you can get the top off easier. So it's a little difficult sometimes. Kind of break the seal, and then I'll come off. I've done this before, so it's already loose. And so now we're going to open up the new unit, the top that I just purchased from Amazon for about 80 bucks. So here's my new top for my filter, and let's unbox it and see what we got. Trusty key. Oh, another box. Wow, this looks smaller. Cut this one. Yeah, it looks about the right size. There's the original. It's about the same size. Let's open this up with one hand. What do we have here? Oh, another box. Let's do this right angle. And there's the part number. OPN part number 178561. So let's get this open. Okay, so we cut the box, and let's open this, see if there's another box inside. Let's open this to wide angle. Oh, and we actually have the product. Let's pull it out. And there it is next to the original. This seems pretty solid. Now I have to take the pressure valve and the relief valve and put it on top here and see how that goes. So to remove the relief valve and the pressure gauge, you just turn these, and they got sun twist. Let me show you the inside. There's no bolts. There's no bolts. It just screws into the plastic shell. So once you unscrew this, put some fresh Teflon tape around the thread so it ties in better. This is the relief. This is the pressure gauge. Now you can take the pressure gauge and just screw it back in the top. Got some fresh Teflon tape, so that'll make it easier to go in. Don't cross thread it. That's crooked. Always go backwards, feel the click. There we go. And do the same thing with the pressure relief valve. Oh, I did it with one hand. I'm going to replace this tape also. And here's the pressure relief valve with brand new Teflon tape to make it slide in easier. Just don't cross up those threads. Go backwards and then righty tighty. That's what I learned in the Navy. Don't really want it facing me when I'm undoing this, but if you turn this while the pump is pumping, it'll let air out. So you can open and relief air and close it. Anyway. Alright, that's all set. So now the top's ready to go on. But before I do that, let's clean up some of these threads. I'm going to clean up some of the threads and put some lubricant on the threads so it slides in, and clean up the O-ring too by wiping it down and putting some lubrication on it. Okay, so what I did was I cleaned up the threads on the lower section. I took off the O-ring there and I cleaned it up with a rag. I put a light layer of lubricant on that and the threads, but then I had a crazy idea. Let me put Teflon tape on these threads. That may be a big failure, but hey, I got some crazy ideas sometimes. And then also I cleaned up the threads on the locking screw that goes in there, so there's no sand or grit in there, so it slides on better. So I took all the dirt and all the old oil out. So let's see if this fits in there. Put this top, the new top on, and then probably gonna have to turn the camera off to do it. So it seems to fit as snug as the old one did, which is good. And I put these end to end with the original one, and they were the same diameter. Oh, that side's down, this side's up. Alright, let's take a break with the camera so I have two hands. So after struggling trying to get this on for a half hour, I can get one side down, but I can't get the other. It seems that the O-ring's just a little too fat and it doesn't fit right, or it doesn't give enough. So I ran to a local pool supply, Pinch a Penny, and you know, I bought this O-ring that I have is from Amazon for like 10 bucks, and this is the one from the pool supply. It's an original material. That's the O-ring number, and we're gonna see if it fits and if it'll slide on. Maybe it gives a little bit more, so I'll give that a try. Or go, even with the original Pentair part, which costs $20 versus the Amazon 10, I couldn't get the lid on comfortably. If I pushed down one side, the other side would pop up. So what I ended up doing is adding pressure up here, pushing this side down, so keep that snug, and then using a channel locks with a lot of lube to pull it down over the top. So if you have trouble getting it on, maybe that's the solution. Just use the channel locks carefully. You don't break the plastic or the threads. I did it slowly with a lot of lube and it went down. So I got the top on. I'm going to fire it up and see how it leaks. So I got it up and running, and we don't have any leaks from the ring, the locking ring. No leaks from the reinstalled gauge or relief valve. See if there's any air in the head here. Blow out some air. Seems to be pretty, all the air's out. So I guess the key thing I learned here was that the channel lock, gently pulling down the edge is what's needed, and it's really tight. Hope this helped.